Hey, what is up, guys? I am here to give you my WWE RAW review for September 22nd, 2014. Now, before I do that, I got a text. Before I do that, I want to give this guy a shout out because he gave in his name. I keep getting texts. I'm gonna answer these later. His name, this YouTuber name, his name is Jonathan Goodboy. I'll answer this later. But his name is Jonathan Goodboy. And he makes YouTube videos. I only watched one today, and he actually ended up he whether or not he wants me to make I read his text, and he made me a shout out on YouTube and told me people to subscribe to my channel. So Jonathan Goodboy, I gave him a thank you on Facebook today, but I'm giving you a thank you now, so I'm gonna return the favor. You subscribe to this guy right here. I just pretty much gave you a reason not to subscribe because of the distractions. He's giving me a chance, so why don't you guys give him a chance? He has an interesting gimmick. I guess he rolls dice and decides whether or not and I don't really know how it works. It was my first time watching him, but it was a different kind of video. It's kind of a strange video I saw, but I guess it was fine for what it was. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. It wasn't bad though. It just was kind of odd. But anyhow, let's get to the RAW review. And we had JBL, Michael Cole, and Jerry the King Lawler on commentary. Dean Ambrose comes out and he wants to get at Seth Rollins, but the Authority he keeps hiding behind the Authority, so he says he's going to stay in the ring until Seth Rollins comes out, and then John Cena comes out and he wants to get at Seth Rollins because Dean Ambrose wants to get at him because Seth Rollins put his head through cinder blocks, and John Cena wants to get at him because Seth Rollins cost on the WWE World Heavyweight Championship last night, so they both want to get at Seth Rollins. Then the Authority come out and Triple H is about to solve the problem, but the Authority, by the way, consists of Triple H, Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, Stephanie McMahon, and Corporate Kane. And when they come out, Seth Rollins is actually the last one to come out. He was actually hiding behind the rest of the members of the Authority. But Triple H is like, we're gonna settle this. He was just talking about it, and John Cena says, you're not gonna come to us, we're gonna come to you. So Cena and Ambrose start running. They fight off Corporate Kane and Orton, and they go after Seth Rollins, and then he ends up running off into the crowd, and Dean Ambrose catches him. He brawls with him in the crowd, but Ambrose chases Rollins, and we saw Cena run out there too. And backstage, Ambrose and Cena are chasing Rollins. They're trying to get at him, but he ends up just taking this guy and throwing him and stealing his car. And Ambrose and Cena tried to get him. Ambrose actually went into the roof, but Ambrose fell out. So that was actually pretty awesome stuff. I actually liked that. It was good stuff. It was different from what we see. I thought that Triple H was just going to come out and make a tag team match between Cena and Ambrose against Corporate Kane and Randy Orton, but what we got was different. I liked it. And I liked Ambrose falling out of the car. That was awesome. And then we got the Authority backstage, and Triple H and Stephanie McMahon made Corporate Kane versus Dean Ambrose and Randy Orton versus John Cena. And Corporate Kane's like, why do we have to fight Seth Rollins' battles? And Seth Rollins says, because now, and Stephanie McMahon's like, well, you can get some retribution on Cena and Orton for what they did to you tonight. Then Orton says that Seth Rollins needs to stop starting fires. So I thought actually that was good stuff. Then we got the first match. We got The Miz with Damien Mizdow defending his Intercontinental Championship against Dolph Ziggler. There was his stunt double out. Ziggler wasn't out there tonight. This was a good match. I still think they're having too many matches, but this actually was a good match. I would say this was better than the match last night. One spot I liked in the match is when The Miz gave the neckbreaker to Dolph Ziggler while he was on the ropes, and then they both kept going at each other. Miz got the figure 4 leg lock on Ziggler again, but Ziggler got the ropes, and Ziggler gave the clothesline to both Miz and Mizdow, which was awesome. I actually mentioned too that when Miz and Mizdow came out, Damien Mizdow also had like a smaller version of the Intercontinental Championship. It was probably one of the replica belts you would buy on WWEshop.com. It was like a smaller version of it. But anyhow, but then Ziggler went to get back in the win, and he hit a skull crushing finale on Ziggler, and he kicked out of it. Ziggler hit a roll up, and Miz kicked out of that. Then he hit the Famouser, and Miz kicked out of that. And then they tried to do the same finish from last night when Mizdow distracted Ziggler, and Ziggler super kicked him, and Miz tried to roll him up and hold the tights, but Ziggler reversed it, and Ziggler rolled him up and hold the tights, and got the win and became the new Intercontinental Champion. So I thought this was good stuff, and now I guess that's going to further the feud. I still don't like the fact that they keep Hot Potato in the IC title, but at least it's better. At least it's getting defended and stuff, because Big E and stuff like that never defended the IC title really. So at least it's getting defended, and at least this is a feud. Not the greatest feud, but it's a feud. Then we got Bo Dallas versus Jack Swagger with Zeb Coulter. This was decent stuff. Not as good as the match they had on Raw last week though. Jack Swagger wins with the ankle lock, and then afterwards Zeb Coulter says that hey Bo Dallas, we believe that Jack Swagger made you tap out. And Bo Dallas was in like the corner in the same position that his opponents are when Bo Dallas loses, so I thought this was good stuff too. I thought that was good. Then we got Summer Rae with Layla versus Natalya with Rosa Mendez. This match happened because of what happened on Total Divas last night when Natalya and Summer Rae were going at it in the car, and Natalya pulled Summer Rae out and started attacking her because Summer Rae said something about her husband Tyson Kidd, so she attacked her. I don't really understand the point though, because isn't Total Divas filmed 2 months in advance? So you really waited 2 months to have this match, if you think about it that way. But anyhow, I get what the point. But Summer Rae cut the promo. She was actually a heel in this match. It talks about how all the Total Divas want to be like her, and that summer never ends for her and Layla. Layla tries to distract Natalya several times in the match. Then Rosa Mendez pulls her down, and Natalya wins with the sharpshooter. At least Natalya's getting on TV, I guess. But I want to see her in the Divas title feud. I would like to see like a triple threat match between AJ Lee, Natalya, and Paige for the Divas Championship. I think that would be awesome. Then we got Dean Ambrose versus Corporate Kane. This match actually made sense for happening since Corporate Kane was one of the guys that took out Dean Ambrose the night that Seth Rollins took him out, last month. This was a good match though. Well, actually it was a decent match. Ambrose was about to win with Dirty Deeds, but then Seth Rollins comes in and attacks Ambrose, but Ambrose fights him off, and he goes to dive on Seth Rollins, but Kane hits him with the I wouldn't say an uppercut, but a right hand to the face, and he choke slams him. Then afterwards, Seth Rollins tries to come in, but then Dean Ambrose grabs a chair and stands his ground, and then Seth Rollins backs out. So then backstage, the Authority were backstage, and Triple H tells Seth Rollins, you gotta stop starting fights. And then Ambrose attacks Rollins, and then the same security guards from last night, we saw Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury again. Grab him, and Triple H tells him to get him out, but Stephanie McMahon says to lock him in the closet, and Triple H is like, and Triple H is like, why are you doing this? And Stephanie McMahon's like, how many times have we thrown people out and they've got back in? This way we can keep Dean Ambrose contained. So then they're like, watch the door. So yeah, that was good stuff, and it's gonna get better too. And then we got Sheamus and Jimmy and Jay, the Usos, versus the tag team champions Gold and Stardust and Cesaro. Good 6-man tag team match. I thought the match last week that they had was a little bit better. The heels dominate one of the Usos for a while, and then Sheamus gets the hot tag, and he's about to hit the the flying shoulder, the flying shoulder block. No, not the shoulder block. Yeah, I guess the shoulder block off the top. But then Cesaro pulls Sheamus down onto the floor, and then he goes off the middle rope and takes down Sheamus with an axe handle, and the heels dominate Sheamus for a while, and then Sheamus makes a comeback, and one of the Usos gets the hot tag for a little bit, and then he tags in his brother, and then one of the Usos was about to win with some sort, and the Usos actually, I should mention, dived on Stardust and Cesaro. And then Goldust hit Final Cut on one of the Usos and was about to get the victory on that Uso, but Sheamus broke it up. And then he hit the blow kick on Stardust, and Cesaro took Sheamus outside the ring. And then that Uso that Goldust hit the Final Cut off, hit the super kick, and the other Uso hit the splash for the win. So the Sheamus and the Usos got the win, which I'm fine with. Not bad. Randy Orton's backstage, and Seth Rollins comes up and says, we're going to take care of you tonight. Well, me and Corporate Kane are going to be out there, and we're going to have a little special surprise, and Orton is happy with that. Mark Henry comes out and cuts a promo, and he apologizes to the WWE Universe that he let them down, and he says that he's not only hurt physically, but he's hurt, but he said that he's heartbroken. And then Rusev and Lana come out, and they challenge Mark Henry to a match, and he accepts, and it was pretty much a destruction until like a few minutes Mark Henry started. It was pretty much the same match as you saw as Night of Champions, except this time when Rusev went to throw Henry into the steps, Henry threw him into the steps. But other than that, Rusev wins with the accolade, and Henry passes out. I guess I don't really know who Rusev could really feud with next now. I would like to see him feud with Jack Swagger again, but I don't think that's going to happen. And then we got Slater and the Gator, which consists of Heath Slater and Titus O'Neil versus the Bunny and Adam Rose. Thought this was pretty entertaining. Slater and Gator dominate Adam Rose for a while, and then the Bunny gets the hot tag, and he's doing a bunch of drop kicks, and he hits a super kick on Heath Slater. No, it was Heath Slater, and then he tags Adam Rose back in and hits a senton, a Cena senton outside the ring to Titus O'Neil, and then Adam Rose hits the pouty foul on Heath Slater for the win. So that was okay stuff. But Nikki Bella cut the promo, and I guess all the stuff that Brie Bella said about her last night got to her, and it caused her to lose her focus. So she wants Brie Bella to come out, and she said that she's sick and tired of her constantly insulting her, and Brie Bella brings up the fact that she keeps calling her out and insulting her in the ring. Nikki Bella wants her to give Brie Bella the Bella name, the Nikki Bella, which was awesome. And Brie Bella says, no, I have the right, as much right to the name as you do. And she's like, Nikki Bella says, why do you still keep the name? Are you having second thoughts after you married that dirty troll? Well, pretty much troll, Daniel Bryan. And then afterwards, Brie Bella slaps her and tries to put her in the yes lock, but Nikki Bella escapes. I thought this was pretty good stuff. Nikki Bella's been awesome in these segments. Brie Bella, okay. She keeps retaliating, but they're apologizing. So right now it's kind of leading nowhere. It's probably going to lead to a sister versus sister match at Survivor Series, and that's going to be like the big diva match there. They're going to hype it up, and Brie Bella probably will win that match, and then maybe everything will be all good. They'll all make up at the end. Who knows? Because I don't really see. I think afterwards they're probably going to get back together afterwards. I could see Nikki Bella still being a heel. I like her as a heel. I'm digging her. A lot better than Brie Bella. I'm really liking Nikki Bella, actually. Then afterwards, AJ Lee comes out and has a match, and her and AJ Lee had actually a pretty good match. Paige was on commentary for that match, and Nikki Bella throws AJ Lee into Paige, and then Nikki Bella's pretty much kicking AJ Lee's ass until the very end, when Nikki Bella goes to ram her shoulder into AJ Lee. Then AJ Lee counters and does the Black Widow, and Nikki Bella taps out. Then afterwards, her and Paige have a stare down. I guess they're not friends anymore because Paige was pretty pissed off at AJ Lee. And then security's backstage, and Triple H just comes up and checks on the security, making sure Dean Ambrose is in there, and they check him on him. Then we got Randy Orton with Seth Rollins and Corporate Kane versus John Cena. We see those the cover up thing that they had, that tarp, I guess you could call it, not a tarp, the carpet, I guess you could call it, where they kept the cinder blocks when they put Dean Ambrose through them. And then but yeah, the match was whatever. I didn't really pay much attention to it. It was pretty much the typical stuff you would see from them when they have matches together. Cena gets Orton into the STFU, and then afterwards Ambrose and Corporate Kane attacked him. Corporate Kane choke slams him, and then they're getting ready to set up to put Cena through the cinder blocks. But when they take the cover off, it's Dean Ambrose. He's under the cover. How did they pull this off? How did Dean Ambrose pull this off? I wonder how he got out, and how he got under there. Like, I don't know, but that was pretty awesome. But he goes off on Rollins, Corporate Kane, and Orton. Just pretty much beats the crap. He dives off the table onto them, and then he goes after Rollins in the ring. Kane tries to attack him afterwards, and then Cena attacks Kane. Then Cena gets one hit in on Rollins, but then he ends up escaping. So then Dean Ambrose hits Dirty D's on Orton, and Cena FU's Corporate Kane, and afterwards Cena and Ambrose are standing tall. So I thought this was good stuff. I wonder if they're going to tease Corporate Kane and Orton being pissed now at Rollins, since they have to, like, take the heat every time. They have to protect Seth Rollins now. So I wonder if that's going to happen. And I would like to see Corporate Kane go to like the Monster Kane and take out the Authority. That would be awesome. And I don't really know. I think Orton could still stay in the group. But we'll see what happens. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's my Raw review. Thank you, by the way, to Josh Tan, good boy, for the shout out. I'll leave you his channel in the description box down below. And I'll be back. Later on, I'm gonna upload this, and then I'll be back. So subscribe to this channel, on the Talkinators, CM Brothers, and CM Live Reactions, and all the other stuff down below. The Facebooks, the Twitter, the Snapchat, the Instagram, and hold on, the Xbox Live. That's all I have to say. Peace out.